Nova University is one of the pilot research performing organizations participating in the Open and Universal Science Project that helps reform the assessment of research towards a system that incentivizes researchers to practice open science.
Nova is an early signatory to the agreement on reforming research assessment, a member of Quora, and we are also part of the Opus project, of course, but also of the members of the Secure project. So I think that I can clearly state that Nova University is indeed fully committed to improving research careers and, in particular, research assessment.
Nova University's notable strengths and achievements in research assessment are evident in its commitment to aligning with international standards and the implementation of innovative initiatives.
So last year, we have revised the regulation for the evaluation of the performance of researchers, and the main goal is to align it with the leading international standards and also with the Quora principles.
The Nova University policy seeks to accumulate diverse research profiles and acknowledge diverse outputs, practices, and activities that improve the quality and impact of research.
I'd like also to stress another important initiative that we launched last year, a pioneering initiative that we called Nova Research Impact Narratives Challenge. Whose main goal was to give our faculty and researchers the opportunity to write narratives that communicate the real impact of their research and its direct consequences for society at large in a compelling way that everyone could understand. So we believe that these initiatives in particular, and this one that I just mentioned, are important to prepare our researchers to think beyond pure bibliometrics data or the funding secured, but also how their research results are impacting and benefiting society.
These initiatives aim to prepare researchers to think beyond traditional metrics and focus on the quality and impact of their research.
When we talk about reforming research assessment, we are typically talking about a cultural change. And as we all know, any and every cultural change takes time. So preparing for this type of changes is a journey to be taken step by step. And I would say that at Nova, we are still giving our first steps, meaning that there is still a lot of room for improvements. So Nova is a comprehensive university with 9 schools that are scattered around the Lisbon metropolitan area, from different and diverse areas that go from social sciences and humanities, law, business, to engineering, data science, health, or life sciences. And why am I mentioning this? Because finding the right balance between quantitative and qualitative performance indicators, and also taking into account that the differences between disciplines is not indeed an easy or a linear task. It must be a participative process and flexible enough to accommodate different needs and realities.
Another main challenge is not only revising performance indicators, but also informing and preparing peer reviewers about these processes without overburdening them.
And we have already identified another area for improvement that is pretty much related to these topics, which is the application to the HR Excellence in Research Award via the HRS4R process. So we intend to start the application this year, and we believe that it will be important to have a clear framework and a long-term commitment involving all the important stakeholders in the process. And it will also help to foster attractiveness of researchers and aligning our human resource policies with the principles that are set out in the Charter and Code of the European Commission, including those related to the recruitment and assessment of researchers.
By participating in projects like Opus, Nova University is able to reflect on its current practices, exchange experiences with partners, and push for positive change.
In particular, Opus has had an impact in the schools that are currently involved in the pilot, in particularly the approach towards the tracking of citizen science projects and software sets that are two specific indicators that are being monitored at the local level, will allow us to further include these indicators, for example, in our quality assurance system and monitoring related to research pillar, reaching all academic units of NOVA. And that's why it's important to start by some pilots as we are doing. And this will also allow us to test new ways of assessing research in fields relevant to our global open science strategy and align NOVA with the best practices at national and international level.
Opus, for open and universal science, and making researchers the heroes they truly are.